shout out to Jaden for joining our Discord server. Server links and his YouTube channel will be given in the description. What's up, guys? Welcome back to another video of Little Scratchers. And this is part 3 of how to make a plain shooter game in Scratch. I know it's been a long time since I made a video. That is because I had my final exams going on and I had to study. So yeah. But anyways, now that I'm back, let's continue with our plain shooter series. So here we have the game. So in the last 2 episodes, we made this game screen with a title and the button. And when you click on the play button, you get to play the game or something. This is not technically a game because all it does is make a plane or a sea saver shoot bullets. And this is very boring because we do not have any object to be shot at. And that is what we will be fixing in today's video. In today's video, we will be adding the trash sprite and coding it to make sure it works, make it fall down from the sky, and all those stuff. So, without any further delay, let's get started. So what I'm gonna do over here is go on to the trash sprite and go to events and do when the green flag is clicked, you're gonna hide. Well, we will be hiding this sprite because we will be using the clones of the sprite and not the actual sprite. And here what I'll be doing is going back to events and say when I receive play button, forever, wait 1 second, and create a clone of myself. So this wait 1 second is gonna be very predictable, and since we don't want that to happen, we will be doing pick random 0, not 0 probably, I'm gonna do 0.5 to 1.5. So it's gonna wait for a random number of seconds, which is from either 0.5 to 1.5. This makes the game less predictable and more fun to play. And here what I'll be doing is I'll be going ahead and saying when I start as a clone, we will be going ahead and pointing in the direction, again, a random number from -45 to 45. To make the trash while falling down behave naturally. So when you throw something from the sky, it actually changes its direction sometimes. So to make it look natural, we will be adding this. And now we will be going ahead and adding a variable called velocity for this sprite only. And I will be going ahead and setting the velocity to 0. And I will also be going ahead and make the clone go to the very back layer. And here I will be switching the costume to a random costume from these 5 costumes. So let me just show you the costumes real quick. We got the bottle, we got a can, we got a plastic bag, we got some flip-flops or slippers, and then we got spoons. So here what I'll be doing is I'll be going ahead and doing pick random 1 to 5. So the value at the end may change because that depends on the number of costumes you have or you want to add. So if you don't want to make these costumes, check the link in the description. I have the starter project for it. You can just go ahead and use the backpack tool to get the costumes. Anyways, let's continue and what I'll be doing here is we'll be finally showing the clone. And here we will be going to X and Y. So X is going to be a random number. So we are using a lot of pick randoms over here. So we'll do pick random 180 to 180. And the Y is going to be 300. We want it to be at the max height. And then what I'll be doing over here is I'll be going ahead and do repeat until and grabbing an OR and grabbing a less than symbol. So what I'll be doing over here is saying repeat until Y position is less than Y position is less than -171, or you are touching the bullet. So if the trash is touching the bullet, we repeat until the code below, we repeat until whether the Y position is less than -171 or the bullet is being touched by the trash sprite. But what will we actually be repeating? We will be repeating change Y by velocity. So what I'll be doing is go to motions and then do change Y by, and then I'll be doing velocity. And here we can set a velocity to any negative value. I'm going to say -5. And then I'll be going ahead and deleting this clone. So now let's go ahead and test this project and see how it is. And as you can see, trash are falling down, but they appear to be very, very small. And that is because of the size which I've added here. I've actually set it to 4. We'll change it to 20. So now let's test that again. And as you can see, we can shoot these trash, and there are also a lot of trash spawning. There we go. This is pretty cool. What I'll also be doing is I'll be going ahead and doing set size and duplicate that. So I'll be setting size to 20 first, and then change Y by Y velocity, and then I'll be setting it to 30. I'll be setting it to 30 first, change Y by Y velocity, and then setting it back to 20. This gives us a very good, transition kind of thing when the sprites are moving from off the screen to the screen. And there we go. That looks pretty amazing. So right now the game is almost complete. The only problem is the Y velocity is constant. And we want to make the game look more harder as we progress through the waves of trash that are coming at us. So what I'll be doing is I'll be going ahead and making a variable known as InGame Time. InGame Time for all sprites. And then what I'll be doing is I'll be doing when I receive play button forever, wait 1 second, and change the in-game time by 1. So this will be continuing forever and ever and ever. Let's just go ahead and test that out. So as you can see, it increases 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and so on. But what we'll be doing is at the start of the game, we'll set our in-game time to 0 because we haven't started the game yet when we start the game, or when we click the green flag. So with this in-game time, I can make a forever loop with a bunch of if statements saying that if the in-game time is greater than 30, I should set the velocity to, I don't know, maybe -7. And if it's greater than 60, I can change it to -10 and so on. I'll create another, I'll get another when I receive play button for that. And then I'm going to do forever if, and let's get a greater than symbol. And let's say if the in-game time is greater than 30, then we'll set y velocity to -7 maybe. Now, just for the sake of testing it, I will put it to greater than 5. And here I will enable the velocity variable. And there we go. So as you can see, it works. Let me just show that to you once again. So what I'll do is when the green flag is clicked, we'll set the y velocity to -5. And then we'll test it out. So now the velocity is at -5. And let's wait for 5 seconds. And now it's at -7. So that means this works properly. What I can do right now is I can do, if it's greater than 30, set the y velocity to -7. If it's greater than 60, then we'll set its y velocity to -10 maybe. And if it's greater than, let's say, 120, we'll set it to let's say -15. So after this we'll stop because we don't want the game to be impossible to play, because otherwise there will just be a shower of trashes just shooting at us. I mean, just coming, and there will be no way for the user to shoot them because they are so fast. So we'll stop at -15 for now. Thank you so much for 500 subscribers. It means a lot to me. Thank you so much for that. Also, make sure to check out Lil Techies, and also make sure to check out Jaden and his YouTube channel. Quick shout out to Jaden for joining our Discord server though. Links in the description. I'll put the Discord server links in the description. So, my name is Param8000. This is Little Scratchers, and I'll see you guys next time. Peace.